Confirm or deny the presence of a torch last night, besides the torch of the Montreal Canadiens torching the Toronto Maple Leafs?
A few attempts into starting the season, and I will declare the Montreal Canadiens the only good team in the NHL, just how we drew it up.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
Yeah, no, you said yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, they're cool as shit. They're America's team for sure. But when you look at the Canadian teams that have won games so far, I think it's all of them that we thought sucked or were like the bottom barrel.
I'm going to give credit to the Calgary Flames because we put them on massive something good needs to happen to them watch. We'll talk about them in just a few minutes. Good things happened to them last night. They had a fun, exciting game. I could watch...
Good things happened and then bad things happened.
I could watch Dan Vladar post-game scrums after giving up 5 goals all day long.
Connor Zary rocks.
Connor Zary rocks.
One of like the 2 players I know on that team.
They got big contributions. We'll talk about them in a second. But let's talk about the Montreal Canadiens. I think kind of headlining last night because... I don't know, the 10 p.m. games were kind of all over the place. That Calgary and Vancouver game was a lot of fun. There were moments where the Vegas game was fun, but by and large, the highlight of last night the highlight of last night was the Montreal Canadiens shutting out the Toronto Maple Leafs in their season opener. And they did this at home where you got to know the Canadiens are going to be big on the pageantry, big on the presentation. They do a big, hey, season opener thing that honestly they probably do every game anyway because the Canadiens just love putting on a nice little show.
I do want to. I could be wrong here. I don't recall seeing the torch.
Oh, did they skip the torch?
I think I saw a clip of Suzuki with the torch.
Did you see the torch?
I think so.
Right.
I don't
Did
know
they
if
have a
it was
little boy?
I don't know if it was old or not. That's the only thing. I can't remember the context in which I saw it, so I don't remember if it was. I just distinctly remember seeing a video of Suzuki with the torch.
This is somebody in the chat. Confirm or deny the presence of a torch last night, besides the torch of the Montreal Canadiens torching the Toronto Maple Leafs. Pre-game torch we're interested in.
Yes. And was there a little boy? Because there's always a little boy, and he has the torch.
It was Cole Caulfield.
Was there a little boy, DJ?
And as an NPC empath, whenever I'm at like a Canadiens playoff game or something, which oddly I've been to many, I'm like, what's that person's story? Where are the parents?
Oh, you want the little boy lore?
Not lore, but just like, I don't know. It's a little stage parenty.
Brief research is that they retired the torch.
What the fuck?
Brief research. I'm working to confirm, but...
Oh, I hate that.
Is this because of fire?
I don't know. Somebody said it, but
I'm if they retired the torch, I'm gonna refute the claim that they are the coolest team in the NHL.
They might not be that cool. They're definitely the best team in the NHL. That is undisputed.
Was at the game. Can confirm no torch, says Olivier.
No torch?
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, Eric Ripperson says my other car is a torch. We're getting some Kevin Torchinsky talk.
Not bad.
So anyway, 3 high danger chances for the Canadiens in that game. Who fucking cares? Only needed 1. Scored not in the game at 5-on-5. I think they ended up having like 5 or 6 or 7 in all situations. But still, that's an extremely low number. The Maple Leafs, if we're doing deserve to win in meters, which unfortunately we'll be doing today. Not unfortunately. I love doing those fucking things.
Oh, when you sent the deserve to win a meter in the group chat last night, it hit like crack.
Yes, I quadruple checked the deserve to win a meter thing that I saw for the Oilers game. But without looking, and I did look, the Leafs did deserve to win this game on a deserve to win a meter sort of thing.
I would imagine so, yeah.
But also, score no goals against the Canadiens. You really deserve to win.
Shout out Samuel Montembeault. Absolutely incredible night for the boy.
He's on, I believe, a little bit of a sweetheart of a contract, too.
He's a sweet little boy.
He's a sweet little boy. Lane Hudson didn't really do anything, but there were some moments where he skated around guys with the puck. And I was seeing on hockey Twitter a lot of, but I was told he wouldn't be able to do this at the NHL level, which is your classic, but I was told Steph Curry wasn't a good shooter. Like, no, defensemen can do that in the NHL.
Yeah,
now.
I think if there's any...
The league has changed.
If there's any sort of hesitancy about Lane Hudson's impending dominance, it's that he's going to get turned into mashed potatoes because he's so small.
Yes, a little bit of a thing.
Yes.
Montembeault is on a 3-year 9.45, so 3.15 AAV.
Yeah.
Cute little contract. Cute little contract for
Cute
him.
little contract.
Speaking of cute little, you were saying before we went on, you said who even scored the only goal in that game?
I did not say that.
It was Cole Caulfield.
I did not say that.
Not on the show. I said you said it before the show.
It's a ridiculous claim.
There's no way.
It's a ridiculous claim. I know who scored.
You didn't say it. Right. You didn't say it. I'm saying you said it before the show.
I did not say it before the show.
You were
Shut
saying
the fuck up.
I can't find my glasses. Who scored the goals? You remember, Sean, before the show? Pete had we were like, Pete, it's going to be okay. I'll tell you on the show.
Typing away on my computer. Cannot confirm or deny.
Well, Cole Caulfield, now we all know, scored the only goal. Awesome moment. Wearing that beautiful number 13. Went down on one knee, pointed to the sky. Very tasteful. Love when a big moment in a game is a big moment for the world. That must have hit crazily for Cole Caulfield. Great moment for the league. The jersey switch famously in honor of the late, great Johnny Gaudreau. So all around, I'll just say, good times for your Montreal Canadiens.
Oh, yeah. Vibes are very high. And I would imagine, actually, I don't have to imagine. I tweeted about the Canadiens rocking last night, and a bunch of angry Leafs fans were despondent and very, very upset. So just a really great day for Canadiens fans and everyone else, because the Leafs fans are miserable. Hey, thanks for watching the channel.
We appreciate everybody who checks out our stuff, but 80% of our viewers are not actually subscribed to this page, so if you could smash that subscribe button, it would go a very long way for us.
The more subscriptions we have, the more visibility we get from YouTube, which allows us to do more.
So press that button. Thank you.
The Oilers got sunned last night.
Oilers got sunned big time, and I was texting guys about it. I was tweeting about it. I was ready to run through every wall in the world, seeing Gene's first hit. This was a national game, so it had to be
best behavior Gene.
It was best behavior Gene. So we famously know. Gene hasn't told us this. We've just deduced it. When it's a big game that Sportsnet is showing nationally, Gene, because he's so good at everything, is like, "Hi, everybody. I'm Gene Principe. Wouldn't you look at all these nice people? Let's play some hockey." Winks. Handsome, charming. When it's not a national game, Gene's like,
we got to come up with
y'all ever had pizza before? Let's fucking party.
We got to come up with a name for Gene's adult games.
Yes.
Like Black Tie Gene or something.
Yeah, what would we call that?
The Gene Prangino or whatever he said with the
Gene Father?
The pizza segment when his grandma was talking to him.
Yeah. I'm Gene Prangino.
Yeah.
When I was a little boy, my nono said, "Gino, you're gonna grow up and be a good pizza man."
I guess that fits more for the loose
the other
Gene,
one, yeah.
No, that's Gene Prangino.
Yeah,
the fuck around Gene is
national
Gene
broadcast
Prangino.
is just Gene Principe.
But from the intro and everything, watching the player intros hit me so unbelievably hard, and it gave me a little fun thing that I wish one of us could do. I don't know how we could do it, but wouldn't it be incredible if you took a hockey fan, like a real hockey fan, knows all the players, knows all the teams, and you somehow make them shut off from the off season completely, and you learn about next year's teams during player introductions? How unbelievably wild would that be? Like, if you stopped watching, you watch Game 7, of course, you watch the Panthers win the cup, you know everything that's going on in the league except the offseason and the player movement. And then you watch that game last night, and they're doing player introductions, and they're like, "All right, welcome back, Adam Henrique." And you're like, whoa, Oilers kept Adam Henrique, and welcome to Edmonton, number 53. Who are the 53? Is that Jeff Skinner? What the fuck? Who did the Oilers? Is like Leon not there anymore?
It would have been very interesting because they did it, in particular, they did it in numerical order until the end where they did the alternates and the captain.
Yes.
And so immediately before Jeff Skinner is Victor Arvidsson as well. So it would have been like, what is going on here?
But now that I think about it, who's that for? Because
the player introduction?
Everybody who pays attention has a pretty good idea of who's on the team.
But I like the acknowledgement of, I think for whatever reason, the one that really hit me, you know how emotional I was about them keeping Adam Henrique. I love there being the moment of like, and everybody, he could have left and he didn't. It's kind of big for Edmonton. Adam Henrique. Everyone being like, Reeky Deaky.
Yeah, I guess. But like all the people who care already know, and all the people who don't care aren't going to give a shit. I don't know those guys.
My main takeaway from the intro was when McDavid came out, and I was like, damn, it really feels like he just lost, like they just lost Game 7. And now he just like clearly does not look like he's happy. Like he's not here to have fun playing hockey.
Who's this?
McDavid.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's no joy on his face. Like it is like, okay.
I will say
this is a business season.
The chat is finally listening, and lots of people want to go dark in the off season. So,
that'd be so hard to monitor.
That would be an incredible experiment for us as a show. It's like, all right, last show of the season, last game of the Stanley Cup final. We'll see you guys back in October, first week of October, and we log off the hardest anybody has ever logged off for the entire summer, and come back, and we're just like, what the fuck happened?
I just wish there were a way that we could do. There's no way, because we have to
medically induced
start
coma.
Talking to teams. No, I mean, I've thought about this before. I remember in the 2004 MLB offseason being like, yo, imagine just like a month-long coma, and you wake up and you're like, hey, what number is Manny Ramirez wearing for the Rangers? Manny Ramirez isn't on the Rangers. Did the Rangers trade Manny Ramirez? Manny Ramirez is on the Red Sox. Well, then what team is Alex Rodriguez on? The Yankees. That would fuck your shit up so much. Wait, where's Nomar? The Red Sox. He's pissed.
One of my friends, somebody in like his family, did slip into a coma for 2 years, and they were a Steelers fan. And when they came out of the coma, Juju Smith-Schuster was on the Patriots, and they were like, what the fuck is that? And they were mad.
You did not need to be in a coma to have a what the fuck is that experience with Juju Smith-Schuster being on the Patriots. But anyway, player introductions, you're ready to run through a wall, and just one of those games, Sean, I know you get it from time to time, probably more than Pete does as a Bruins fan, but you're just watching the game and you're like, it's just not happening tonight. We're just like, this one is not a couple of unlucky bounces early on here and there. And then Stu gets pulled 5 goals on 13 shots.
A great tribute to Cody Ceci.
Oh, 5. Yeah.
5 goals.
I thought about Cody Ceci so much last night, because I almost tweeted this, but I don't think that I have the Cody Ceci card. Like if I saw Cody Ceci and was like, hey, I love you so much that I make fun of you, he'd be like, why? That's not nice. I thought you were nice to me. But I want to be like, if the Oilers kept Cody Ceci when it was like 5-0, I'd be like, it would be 8-1 right now. He might have scored. He would score the only goal in the game, and they would
be a -5.
Not a great start for my heavily hyped Darnell Nurse Ty Emberson pairing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the Emberson era off to a tough start.
Also, you know who wasn't good last night? Evan Bouchard.
You know who wasn't good last night? Anybody wearing an Edmonton Oilers uniform.
Wrong. Sean.
Calvin Pickard.
Oh, Calvin Pickard was okay.
He was good.
Sean, hit it. May we get the deserve to win meter? According to Money Puck, by a 51.4% to 48.6% margin, the Edmonton Oilers deserved to win the game in which they lost 6-0.
It's ridiculous.
My baby.
Oh, that is outrageous. Like that, you sent that last night, and it hit like fucking the most potent drug on the planet.
How? I don't understand. I mean, I know that's like the goal of the deserve to win meter, but we should keep an eye on deserve to win meters throughout the year, and chat, or wherever you are, submit them to us. If there are games that are particularly bonkers, we need to have like basically a Hall of Fame for deserve to win meters throughout the season. That one is by far the best so far. A team lost 6-0. And the deserve to win meter fixed its bitch ass lips to say that team deserved to win. That's so cool.
I mean, that game was never, ever in the Oilers' favor. The first period started, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins was like puking all over himself, turnovers everywhere. Leon Draisaitl was just tripping over his own skate laces in the offensive zone.
Leon Draisaitl flying was really that was cooler than Bobby Orr flying.
My problem with the Oilers is that they are too good. Like you mentioned the Sabres. The Sabres start like that, I'm like, okay, this is just over. The Oilers were like down 4-0 in the second and got a power play, and I was just like, watch out.
So famously, I bet a lot on Jeff Skinner first goal.
Oh.
And then to kind of cover my bases, I also bet a lot on Zach Hyman first goal. After the Jets had scored a few goals, I was like, I'm thinking these bets aren't going to hit. So once it was like 4-0, I did what I would do a lot early last season when the Oilers would fall behind. All right, I'm just going to live bet the over because the Oilers are scoring 5 goals at some point. I don't care that it's Connor Hellebuck. And as the game went on, I was like, oh, they are really not scoring 5 goals at any point. So that's their start to the season. Bit of a bummer there, but whatever. What are you going to do? I should note McDavid and Hyman, 0 shots on goal each.
Yeah,
really not amazing.
I'm on like the coldest betting streak ever. I had my own little oil man parlay going last night. Had like the Oilers money line. Obviously, that didn't go well. I had Connor McDavid shots on goal. I think like 3+, 0. And then I had a Leon Draisaitl goal, and he couldn't even skate. So good start for me.
Well, as I said, the Canadiens are the only good team in the NHL, clearly, as a result of all this mess so far. But do need to update the Flames something good watch because they won 6-5 in overtime after a thriller against the Canucks. They fall behind 3-0, then 4-1, score 4 unanswered goals to take a 5-4 lead.
John Huberdeau.
Huberdeau and Mackenzie Weegar, both scoring. Did they win the trade?
They may have won the trade. What did Matthew Tkachuk do the other night other than goad Trent Frederick into being a little crybaby?
Yeah. My favorite thing that happens on the show is when you and I do like I don't know how long we know each other, over a decade now, like a decade plus, like seasoned, time-tested. We're saying something that we both know is wrong, and we're fucking around with it. And in out of the corner of my eye, I see Sean go, it might be right.
I mean, I was thinking back to the coma conversation because if you started the coma conversation, if you went into the coma before the playoffs last year and you woke up day one, you're like, all I see is Matthew Tkachuk still being a little shit and Huberdeau and Weegar scoring. They might have won that trade.
What else you got, Tkachuk?
Yeah.
So they get goals from both Huberdeau and Weegar, and they withstand, speaking of Matthew Tkachuk, Quinn Hughes did the good version of Matthew Tkachuk.
Saving a goal.
He saved an empty netter, and you know what he did? Tied the fucking game.
Yeah.
Well,
Stretch past JT Miller. JT Miller fucking, I'm just going to whistle a slap shot from the dot past Dan Vladar. He don't give a fuck.
JT Miller just has a dick. Like that guy's got a dick.
Crazy.
That guy is like, if he has the puck with less than a minute to go and he has any bit of space, I just would bet my life savings on him tying the game.
Yeah, that was, he just absolutely whistled it. It was amazing. One of my favorite goals of the night. The other one was Ivan Barbashev's backhander because I watched it live and I was like, terrible goal. How much do you suck at hockey? Rewatching it, that was like a really unbelievable backhand.
Yeah. Were you like blaming it on the goalie, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No,
that was fucking flings the backhand.
Labeled it top corner.
I
gotta say though, like Sam Girard, real tough.
Yeah. Tough moments last night. But getting back to the Flames, something good happened to them because they ended up winning in overtime. Of course, very exciting for them, very thrilling for them. Good things are happening to the Calgary Flames.
They are, yeah. I mean, that was an adventure of a game. Pretty electric. Connor Zary, awesome game winner.
Yeah.
They made a bit of an adventure out of it, though.
Well,
but I'm glad that the Calgary Flames won their Stanley Cup.
So we now have one good team. Nearly a week into the season, we've had one good team and one good game. Because we didn't even say like the Canadiens game wasn't even that great. Like the Leafs played and we didn't get to see any cool goals.
Like Caulfield scored, what was that, like 5 minutes?
It
into
was
the
pretty
game?
early.
It was real early, and then we got nothing.
But before you could say, did they do a torch? The game was 1-0, and that was the final score.
Yeah.
So anyway, Canadiens, only good team.
We all silly like the mayor.